So let's go out on a limb and say that the men that the women are generally targeting for their relationships are not just like schmoes who are sleeping on the couch in their parents' basement. These are generally guys who are successful, who are rich, who are high status, who have prestigious professions. Maybe they're famous. Like, these women weren't there for this guy's struggles. They weren't there for when he was up and coming. They're targeting him now because of his fully extrapolated lifestyle. Okay? That's basically the biggest bait that men can use to attract women is lifestyle. The joke is basically that men want the Barbie doll. That's it. You know, we'll take the clothes off and we want the doll. Don't tell me the name, don't tell me the story, we just want the doll. And what women want is all the shit the Ken doll comes with. That's why there's Cowboy Ken, and there's Stockbroker Ken, and there's Malibu Stacy Ken. And they'll throw the Ken away, and they'll just play with the accessories in the dream house. And that's why the gendered complaints always fall along the lines of the man is just using me, the woman, for sex, and the woman is just using me, the man, for my resources and won't even fuck me. I have never, ever in my life heard a woman complain to me, I pay for the house, I pay for the car, I gave him the kids that he wanted, and he still won't touch me. I've never heard that, not even once. And I've never heard a man complain that he was just being used by a woman sexually. I sometimes in my past, I've wondered if I just wasn't attractive enough to be used sexually by a woman. I mean, I think it might even be kind of a refreshing change of pace. And that's an interesting failure, intersexual understanding, that men don't often see the problem of being sexually objectified because they think it's a compliment. But I can see how it would be uncomfortable for women to be sexually objectified by men that they don't want to be sexually objectified by. So once you're in, you want to be useful. This guy has been targeted by you because he's got a lot going on. Don't create problems for him, because the more you rock the boat, the more time, energy, and attention he has to take away from everything that's working, which is why you're there, is to enjoy the extrapolated lifestyle, to focus on you. So don't rock the boat, don't make any unnecessary problems, and then look around. Like, open your eyes, open your ears, listen to the guy. The guy will tell you all the time where he's struggling, where he still needs assistance, where his bottlenecks happen to be, and then just start to help him. Just start to help him. If you see that something needs to be done and no one else is doing it, congratulations, you've just been elected, you know?
That's a good one. I think it's very, very important to state that, men want that helpmate. When they see somebody and they see the willingness and they see the fact that this person wants to help, this person wants to support, this person is always there, they got your back, they don't really judge you, they want to help you, they have a lot of things, just even if it's just little things, you don't necessarily have to solve all the man's problems. You don't even need to solve any of his problems, any of his concrete problems. But if he has somewhere to lay his head down, someone to talk to, someone that can help while he's facing those difficult challenges, someone that will help him cook some food, someone that will help him, that will text him nice messages in the morning, someone that will just do nice, loving, beautiful things. This is someone that would play a huge role in convincing him that this person is the right person for me. He would feel loved. He would feel like everything I'm doing, all the hustle, all the bustle, all the struggle that I'm going through with, it's going to be worth it to do all these things for this person, because this person actually deserves it. This person has shown a lot of their qualities and their worth to me. And a lot of women just don't understand that. And I feel like when you have won a man's heart that way, it is very difficult for him to let go of you.
And why would you do this? Because I know a lot of women out there thinking, Ryan, this is a terrible idea. I'm going to have to what am I getting out of all this? I have to do all this stuff for a man? Well, what you're getting out of this is job security. Because the idea here is once you start to do things in an instrumental way that are necessary for the maintenance and the propagation of this man's lifestyle, you become essentially indispensable to the whole machinery. It would be very difficult or painful to extricate you from all of the good stuff that guy has. That's where he's vulnerable, where he needs help. Because if you show up, don't see that as like a chore, see that as an opportunity. Oh, I'll take care of that. That's great. Because it gives you one more purchase into that life. If you can take care of that, it's going to be very, very difficult to get rid of you. And it also means that you're going to be around more and more, and you're going to be privy to increasingly levels of intimacy in his lifestyle. And that's basically how you achieve de facto commitment and exclusivity from a man.
And you're integrating yourself into his life, and you're also the best sexual partner he's probably ever had.
That man is never going to fucking leave you. If you fuck his brains out, don't cause problems, and help him, men are not difficult. You can get any man that you want and keep him if you do those things. He could be a millionaire, he could be a billionaire, he could be an athlete, he could be a celebrity, he could be a neurosurgeon, he could be a rock star, whatever floats your boat.
Just with what I was saying earlier, it is so easy for them to do, but it's very difficult for them to do because they are just naturally not, built that way. A lot of them just don't have the patience. A lot of them don't have the ability to actually understand men to that level. And look at the type of professions he's mentioning. Look at the type of wealthy people he's mentioning. It is this easy for you to actually change your life. You can get to a level in which a normal man would never ever get to just by being this, billionaire's wife or millionaire's wife. You can get to a level a normal person, a normal man would never get to just by doing some basic things. And that makes you kind of irreplaceable. Because at this point now, you are emotionally connected to him. He sees something in you that he doesn't see in other people. You please him sexually, and you please him in so many different ways. And you are such a refresher in his life in a way that you don't cause troubles. That is powerful. And that can make a lot of difference for a lot of women. If women are listening to this, they're going to get a lot of value from this, because this can actually shape, their future relationships and what they want for their lives.
That's what you do.
But there's still one thing a woman can do to screw it up.
Yes. So women got in touch with me and they said, Orion, I tried all those things and it still didn't work. And I believed them. Some women do those things. I mean, there are certainly some women out there, I mentioned some of them, who know exactly what sexual buttons to push in a man to turn him into jelly. And they are great with, let's say, the love bombing, and they show up and they over-deliver with what they're willing to do in the context of that relationship. Maybe they don't do it quite long enough to really be fully integrated into his lifestyle, but they do those things. A lot of women, unfortunately, can snatch defeat from the jaws of success by doing one thing. And that one thing is disrespecting men. This is what I call the unbreakable rule. A woman can never, ever, ever allow herself to disrespect the man that she wants to be in a long-term committed relationship with. And there's a number of reasons for that. But one of the least appreciated ones is that if a woman allows herself to disrespect this man and he allows that as well, then over time, the dynamic of that relationship will shift to the point where that woman is functionally with a shell of a man that is no longer a person that she can respect or be attracted to. And that's generally when she looks for the door. So disrespecting a man usually provokes conflict, which rocks the boat, which goes against the things that I was talking about earlier. And it decreases a woman's own attraction for a man, especially if he doesn't respond effectively.
I would also say internally, it also kind of like reduces the level at which a man would want to be with a woman when she disrespects him. It's almost like this, like hand on face. You know, it's where the man is like, I wish this did not happen. You know, it is a very painful experience for him to have, in a way that she has now kind of like cancelled herself